Hello everyone, how's it going? Today's video is going to be on how to paint your guys' beautiful masks here. Now this isn't fully finished, I still have a couple of clear coats left to hit on this, but I will take you guys through this whole process. Only thing that I will say, I didn't actually show painting the black pieces in my video or in my footage because it was pretty simple. You just mask off the areas and just paint it. I am still working on a mask, or the domino mask. I have to get more PLA, but once I do, I will get that finished for you guys. So if you guys want this result, stay tuned. Let's get into it.
I wanna be the greatest. Everybody on the fake shit. I look around and feel like everybody is the fakest. I make this.
Alright, so in our previous video, I just sanded it and got it somewhat smooth. Now today's video is going to be on how to fill it and prime it, and then get it ready for painted or for painting. So as you guys can see, here are the paints that I'm using. I'm using 6 paints, but one's not really a paint, it's more of just a filler primer. I'm using this Kustom Canz Candy Ruby Red. I've tested this. This paint's weird, and I'll show you guys when I go outside, but it paints like, I don't even know how to explain it, but we'll just finish. And then this is a gloss clear coat. I've done gloss clear coats and I've done mattes. It really just depends. I'm choosing to do gloss on this one. And then I'm almost out on this, so I'm going to finish this, but I'm going to do a base coat of gold. So yeah, so doing a base coat of gold. And I'm using this candy or gloss apple red. It's from Rustoleum as like my second base coat. And then I'm also going to be using this. So the way that the paints will go in order will be your filler primer, then your gloss black, then your gold, then your red, then your deep red, and then your gloss clear coat. Sadly I ran out of filament. I'm not sure if I already said that, but sadly I ran out of filament, so I couldn't do the domino mask, unfortunately. But whenever I get some filament, I will definitely go and print the domino mask and basically just do this whole thing again. So without further ado, let's go and take this into my somewhat homemade paint booth. Get a couple coats of this filler primer on and see how smoothly we can get this. Alright, so first coat of filler primer has been applied here. There we go. So you guys might be able to see there's a little bit of dust specks. Let me see if I can, yeah, there's some dust specks here, but it's okay. There's also some like slight imperfections inside of this. I'm trying to like angle this the best here. So here it is. So yeah, so I'm back in my house. I had to bring it in because it's way too cold. Yeah, so as you guys see, it feels pretty good. It does run a little bit, as you guys can see. I kind of got a little too close right here, and right there, pretty sure you guys can see those little dots. That was due to, I'm pretty sure I had the Z seam on random or something. I don't know exactly what's going on right there, but I'm pretty sure it was due to random, or everywhere. So it was one of those. But those could be easily filled with some kind of spackling or Bondo. Oh yeah, you guys can see that really well. Maybe not anymore, but yeah. So that's what it looks like. As you guys can see, this will be easily filled in. The reason why I like to use Rustoleum filler primer, sorry if you guys heard my sister back there. Reason why I use this, right here, it says sands to a smooth finish. So this is a 2-in-1 filler and sandable filler primer. So yes, it will fill up pretty nicely. And as you guys can see, those layer lines that you guys saw before, you guys still saw. There was a few layer lines. This fills really well. Sometimes in some conditions it will be different. So sometimes, depending on if you're in a more humid environment or if you're in more of a dry environment, it could react pretty differently to me or to you guys. I live here in Texas, so right now it is a little bit colder and it's a little bit more dry. Alright, so I don't know why my camera is shaking, but here it is. This is the second coat of filler primer, so I just went and hit this with the second coat. This dried in about 30 minutes. It's okay, it doesn't have to be fully cured because this will obviously take time to cure as well, a few hours. Anyways, I'm using this Bondo glazing and spot putty. I don't think it's good anymore, but I mean it still fills up gaps pretty easily. So yeah, we're just gonna apply it in areas where we are going to need it the most. Like right here where I got my fingerprint and printed into it. And then up here, these little dots. And then down here. Alright, so there's a little bit, there's imperfections, and honestly, whatever you guys want to do, kind of feel free to do it. So I'm just gonna go and kind of finish filling this up. This will be a little time lapse. Alright, so it is done. It is so smooth. There are still like slight imperfections, but I'm honestly totally fine with it. If you guys are not fine with just a few layer lines sticking out or just a few scratches, then I just recommend doing that whole process again. Sanding, filling, priming, just keep on doing it. I'm going to let this fully cure for a couple more hours. Even though it is dry to touch, I'm still going to let it cure for about a couple more hours before I finish painting. But look at it, it's just so smooth. Like from a far distance, you guys can barely even tell there's any layer lines here. Like there's a little bit of Bondo that didn't get fully sanded down, but it's okay because I gotta go and sand it down when it's kind of a little bit more dry. But yeah, I mean, look at it. It's so clean. It is basically, I mean, one of my it's my smoothest project, if anything. And I did this all with just sandpaper. I didn't even use a palm sander on it. Well, I mean, I tried, but I didn't really get to actually use it for the full thing. Honestly, I mean, it's nice. I mean, it really is nice. So I'm going to let this dry for a couple more hours and sand it down, and then I'll get you guys set up in the paint booth. Hit it with the Gloss Black, let that dry for about 30 seconds to a minute, and then hit it with the gold, and then hit it with, I'm debating if I want to do just these three colors. Just these three right here. This one, and this one. The Gloss Black, the gold, and then the Candy Ruby Red. I'm not sure if I want to add the what is it called? Gloss Apple Red. Yeah, I mean, like, look at it. I mean, there's a few imperfections, and hopefully some of those will be sanded out. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm not sure if I've already said this, maybe I probably have. Ran out of filament, so can't print the mask, but whenever I do get more filament, I will print the mask, do the same process, and then from there I will just apply the LEDs, the electronics, whatever I want to add inside of there. And I will make that video for you guys, don't worry. This will be like a full-on process tutorial on how to make this mask. However, the process that I am doing, you can use this for anything. Anything 3D printed. Let's say you guys want to do an Iron Man helmet. I got a few Iron Man helmets that I never actually finished, but you just do the same thing. It doesn't matter. You just need to do the same thing, and it'll look exactly. You'll get a really smooth result. Depending on how big your piece is, let's say you want to do this for an Iron Man suit. Do it on an Iron Man suit. It'll work. You might have to add a little bit more time and effort and elbow grease, you know, blood, sweat, tears, everything into that suit. But this is a really good process to smooth. Now there's resin, which is a little bit more on the expensive side because sometimes it's a little bit harder to get resin to react properly, smoothing PLA. But it's really good at it. It's really good at smoothing prints. But yeah, that's the update for right now. I'm gonna let this fully dry, sand it down. I'm using a fresh 220 grit on the sanding sponge. Even though I do have 220 and 320 over here. Oh wait, this is the 220. I do have the normal sandpaper to get into these little edges that I can't really get into with this thing, or with this little sanding sponge thing. I don't even know what it's called. But yeah, that's it. So I'll see you guys in a second.
To a creature, and it haunts me somewhere much deeper. I got nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear, that my mind fills up into a creature, and it haunts me somewhere much deeper. I've been feeling weird, I can't seem to focus good enough. Nothing's really clear, sometimes it could be a little tough. I just need to feel like the end's in sight for me, but let's be real anxiety can foggy all this stuff. I've been feeling weird, I can't seem to focus good enough. Nothing's really clear, sometimes it could be a little tough. I just need to feel like the end's in sight for me, but let's be real anxiety can foggy all this stuff.
It sucks when you finally feel like giving up. Oh God, no luck. Everything feels like you're sticky stuck. I'm lost, handcuffed to the bed where I sleep. Don't give a fuck, can't stop. Unplug, feeling overwhelmed. I think I've had enough. Gotta find a way to get some energy. Gotta find someone who's a good friend of me. I need purpose to make it all worth it. I'm still searching and I'm still learning. I want a life that's filled with memories, not a life with regret and frenemies. I need focus to keep me from hopeless psychosis if I keep moping.
I got nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear, that my mind fills up into a creature, and it haunts me somewhere much deeper. I got nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear, that my mind fills up into a creature, and it haunts me somewhere much deeper.
I've been feeling weird, I can't seem to focus good enough. Nothing's really clear, sometimes it could be a little tough. I just need to feel like the end's in sight for me, but let's be really real, anxiety can foggy all this stuff. I've been feeling weird, I can't seem to focus good enough. Nothing's really clear, sometimes it could be a little tough. I just need to feel like the end's in sight for me, but let's be really real, anxiety can foggy all this stuff.
I got nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear, that my mind fills up into a creature, and it haunts me somewhere much deeper.
Anxiety, filling up every space, no privacy. And silently, it could build and build until you finally see, whoa, it's taking over, damn no closure, moving closer. No exposure, I just wanna be a loner.
Alright, that is today's video. It's been a little bit, I was going to do a little bit of voiceover, but I decided to just kind of explain it right now. I did end up having a mistake in the paint. So, when, I'm not sure if you guys will be able to see it, but some of it orange peeled. And sometimes this will mainly happen if your paints don't want to mix together. Let's say you're using two different brands, which I was, and I shouldn't have, or I could have tested it, but that actually wasn't the case because I did it before. I tested it, I've used that clear coat before, I used the same paint before. The reason why it orange peeled was because I didn't clean it, and I should have cleaned it. I was getting my fingerprints all over it. So the oils from your guys' fingers will stick to the print, and this will, when the paints, the solvents in the paints come in contact with that oil, it doesn't want to bond, it doesn't want to adhere, so it'll start to peel off. So, I mean, even though I was able to kind of get it to look better, however, this mask, let's just say it is the best mask I've ever made. It looks incredibly cool. Still need to hit it with a couple of clear coats. A little bit of paint started scuffing off here, but it's okay because I was going to do a little bit of weathering here. But yeah, that's today's video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys like this video, let me know by hitting that like button. Also, if you guys want to see more videos like this, maybe about more costume designing, because I am making a Robert Pattinson Robin suit. That I got this idea off of John Hay, and his suit is beautiful, so hopefully mine will turn out the same way. But that is today's video, guys. Subscribe, and also tell me what you guys would prefer me making and helping you guys with, and I'm willing to do that. So just let me know. Alright, now I am trying to get a bigger 3D printer because I'm making a suit. Now, listen, this is a full-on suit, so this is going to be probably my longest series yet, will be the suit series. But in that, I won't really fully tell you guys step by step, kind of how I did with this one. It'll kind of just be updates and things that I changed to the suit, and maybe a little bit of kind of things that I've learned making the suit, or just making other things. So I hope you guys enjoyed. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.